Fuck it. We're gonna do our Libra video. I hate recording from this room, but there's some kind of dance hall across my house over here, so I can't really record the video without Mexican music in the background. It doesn't bother me. Anyways, Libras. I've been getting requests to do everyone's sign. I'm trying to do this in order, and I like to do these videos over here in Mexico because I got the time and I feel more less inhibited. Alright, so on to our Libra video. These guys, every sign has its purpose in the zodiac wheel. These guys obviously make good negotiators, and I've seen them in positions of leadership a couple of times. There's one thing I wanted to touch on. They might give you the impression of being, now don't let this piss you off, but they might give you the impression of being a little two-faced. Now it doesn't mean that they are two-faced, because I'm sure they have an opinion of their own, but I've noticed that this sign in business situations in particular have an instinct to please both sides, and I guess that's why they're called Libras, right? It's all about that justice. And one thing I've noticed in my personal experience is they'll talk to you like they're protecting you from some person, and then they'll talk to that person and it's gonna seem like it might seem, if you're not really smart about people, it might seem like they're playing you against them, but it's just really them just trying to make both parties happy, which has its purpose. Every energy from the zodiac wheel has its purpose. The only thing, if I have any advice for this sign, it's sometimes it's okay to make a decision. It's okay to choose a side. And I can't get into their head, obviously, but that's just what I think. You know, this is the what I think about Libra video, and that's something I'd have to say to this sign. You know, that and I was gonna say this, I'm not a Libra, so you know I shouldn't sound like I'm holding any punches, but it might irritate your friend or your partner, your reluctance to choose sides. And just like it's an advice for a Scorpion to temper some of his less desirable traits, this is some advice I'd have for the sign, that sometimes your reluctance to make a decision is sometimes might be misinterpreted, or you know, it might hold you back from taking an action that you should. People I admire under Libra, there is quite a few actually. Gandhi. You know, I'm not saying I've read his books or anything, but I saw him portrayed in that movie Gandhi, and that is a big inspiration. He taught me a couple of things. You know, you don't always have to be outwardly aggressive to make a point or to succeed. And that movie portrayed it wonderfully. And from what I heard, it's pretty close to history. So, actually, you know what the movie says? I believe it says something. This is verbatim. It's impossible to capture the lifetime of a man but you can capture his essence or his spirit. I believe that was quoted in the movie, something like to that effect. So, you know, the movie's pretty accurate or something. But, you know, that taught me something. And another Libra I admire a lot is John Lennon. John Lennon was my hero for a long time. And I still admire him at some point, you know. You just grow up and, you know, you start admiring other people, you know, but I still admire the guy. You know, a lot of people like Imagine, but I like stuff like well. Okay, I'm sorry guys. I'm a little cray-cray sometimes. But I like John Lennon's harder edge stuff. You know, and that's something that the other Beatles didn't really touch on. And if you watch my videos, you'll notice that I give examples of boxers that I like. Oh shit, man. There's only one Ricky Hatton. One Ricky Hatton. You know Ricky Hatton, who was a pretty goddamn good boxer back in the day. Fuck, and there was another Libra that I liked too. Shit, I'll put him in the comment section when I remember his name. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this sign. Yeah, you know, they tend to be on the good-looking side. They like romantic stuff. They like oh, let me touch on compatibility. I have a Taurus moon, so if part of you is at least likes a good home or a homebody or something, then you're probably gonna get along with Libra. You know, just don't start a lot of shit at home for no reason. And if you're trying to date one, don't just start shit out of nowhere. I would know, because I dated a couple of Libras before. And fuck, I've probably pissed them off, me being a Scorpion. What else? No, I guess that's it. You know, like I said, they make bosses. I've seen like 3-4 Libra bosses in my lifetime, and they do a pretty good job. You know, you can count on them being fair for an air sign. You know, not that all of them ain't fair, but that's about it. Alright, you guys, stick around for my Scorpio video.